competition. Tipperary clubs have won it 16 times, Galway clubs have won it 8, Cork 7, Dublin and Wexford 4, Limerick 3, Waterford 2, Offaly, Clare and Kilkenny all once. Can Kilkenny win this for the second time? O'Toole's with a really bright start. Will they go for goal? They will, but they won't get it. What a save from Liam Dunphy.
Brilliant save.
Dunphy, who was a sub for the Kilkenny footballers last week in their junior All-Ireland success, with a fantastic save. I'm hearing music, I'm not sure you are. If you're not, that's okay. It doesn't matter what I'm hearing. So long as you're hearing what you need to be hearing, that's okay. Running onto it now for Lisdowney is Aidan Tallis, the under-20 goalkeeper, but he's a goal-getter as well. And it was a good save there from O'Neill.
Great, two lively starts there, two goal chances, one from I think Conrock, and again definitely the O'Toole's danger man there, and again both keepers after making two great saves. And look, it's great to be back here in a sevens final after the last 2 years, two really good teams, and what a day for it. So
I got a text from Crokes clubman Brian O'Brien, wanted to know about the under-14 final, but I know his game. He refereed it. He just wants to be praised for his job of refereeing. Athenry taking on Delasal of Waterford in that game, by the way. And there is the first score of the match. The first score of the final. It comes from Brian Kavanagh. Goes to UCC, studies accountancy. Now it's Fionn Rock, who has played for the Dublin under-20s. He was also part of the DCU Freshers team. That's the first goal of the final. It comes from Con Rock, a Dublin under-20 player. He's still only 18.
Fantastic player again, but a well-taken goal. O'Toole's got the overlap and made use of that spare man and took a great goal.
All the stats for this game and everything else that happened today on the Performance Sports website. Lisdowney looking to respond immediately. It's looking good for them. It's Tallis. It's a good goal. We mentioned earlier on during the semi-final, his grandfather Peter was such a big part of building Lisdowney. And a man that you worked with actually helped coach them to a junior county title some years ago. They're now at their second senior year. As O'Toole's pop over another score, Cian Wilson. Eddie Brennan worked with them.
Brilliant.
Yep, you were involved with Eddie at Laois.
The memories of Lisdowney are playing under 13 tournament many years ago.
Fitzpatrick tees up his clubmate. Oh, that's a wonderful goal. It's Willie Kenny.
Great goal. Kept it low. Fantastic finish. And O'Toole's getting the puck out very quickly and looking to create another score.
Kenny is a forward by trade. He's also in the Navy. That's interesting, isn't it? A Kilkenny man who's in the Navy. And a landlocked county, Luke Fennelly, just dropped short into the goalkeeper. Luke Fennelly's uncle Brendan was the Dublin goalkeeper for many, many years. Brendan McLaughlin was his name. Well, still is his name. And that's wide.
Ball.
Goes out from the goalkeeper. Daniel O'Neill, it's his first senior season for O'Toole's. We were saying that during the Shield final while previewing this game, that they're back on the road, so to speak. I was going to say they're up and coming, but they're a club of great tradition. But they're back up and coming, if that makes sense. Here's Con Rock. He's leading the charge. Rock with 2 to beat. He won't mind taking them on. Rock still going. He plays on, gets his shot away. Advantage was coming. A good advantage from referee Rory Hanley of St. Bridget's here in Dublin. And it's a free in.
He looks like a handful, Oisín. He took on two players there and got that free, and did no choice really but to try and pull them back. So really fine for O'Toole's, and definitely their key player.
Just in case you're joining us for the first time today, this pitch completely resodded, rebuilt. There's new floodlights. They've put in so much work over the last year. And by the way, just generally, it's so good to have this competition back. All Ireland final weekend. We've had them over the last couple of years, but not as we know them. And this is a big part of it. And it's so good to be back.
Yeah, it just brings it's a really good atmosphere of the weekend of hurling, going to Croke Park tomorrow, different teams up for the evening, and, a lovely festival of hurling here. And
Fennelly goes first, didn't get it. It was a risk. It's doubled on. The chance is still there. Sean O'Keefe trying to put it in, but Lisdowney have it back. As we were saying in the Shield final earlier on, goals tend to fly in the early games, and then in the finals and semi-finals and the knockout stages, they're tougher to come by. Intercepting it is Conor Kavanagh. Kavanagh trying to get away from Brian Kavanagh. Can he get his shot away, Luke Fennelly? Yes, he can, but he can't get his score. It's tapped down brilliantly by Liam Dunphy, who does normally play in goal, as in goalkeeper is his natural position. Sometimes in sevens a guy has to drop in because a keeper mightn't be able to come, or they just want someone to fill in, but Dunphy is very much a natural keeper, and you could see that throughout the games today. They steal one back. It's Fitzpatrick inside to Talis, who absolutely buries it.
That just came from a loose pass coming out from defence by one of the Tool defenders. Just it happens. It's a final. Mistakes are bound to happen, so Lisdowney capitalise.
Con Rock up against Richie McAvoy. Rock!
Oh, what a goal.
That's an exquisite goal. What a goal.
Fantastic.
Richie McAvoy going up against Con Rock, two young lads. McAvoy, such a fine defender. He only just did his leaving. I don't think the results are even out yet. That's a fantastic catch, Aidan Tallis. He's fouled and it's a free in. It was a clever foul from the cornerback point of view, or fullback as he is.
Absolutely, and I watched that defender,
Aaron Cooling.
Yep. Defending like Rory O'Carroll, facing his man and forgetting about the ball.
I was wondering how you'd phrase that. You actually phrased it very well. You should work in PR with me. Just you can't see him on camera, but just walking under us there, Cathal McAlean, the manager of Ruadh, coming over to actually congratulate the Cuchulainns boys. That's a nice touch. Cuchulainns beat them by a point in the Shield final. You can watch that one back. All the while there's a point after going over here. And O'Toole's are back on the attack. That's a great catch by Richie McAvoy. We did mention earlier on that he's a really good player. Really young player as well. You'd be jealous of him, wouldn't you? He's all his life ahead of him. He's his full hurling career ahead. I hate him. Brian Kavanagh. On his bike now is Dylan Jordan. It's a good run from Jordan. Scoops it up. It just goes kind of behind Talis. And it'll be picked up by the goalkeeper, Daniel O'Neill.
Absolutely.
We've a player down, so we'll stop. Down at the moment is Conor Kavanagh of O'Toole's, a cornerback by trade. Another youngster. Like when you look at the age profile, like Conrock 18, Ryan Rooney 19, Cian Wilson is an elder statesman there, he's 24, Conor Kavanagh is only 19, Fionn Rock 20, Aaron Cooling 18. Dahi Cloncar is an old man at the age of 28. Even the goalkeeper's only 19. It's a very young team.
That's fantastic, and you can see O'Toole's are building for the future again, and no doubt they'll have a great club championship as well to look forward to with the talent on view here.
Of course, championship starts in Dublin on Wednesday night. You'll be able to catch it live on Dubs TV.
Absolutely. Come watch the Senior Bees rushing against Nafina.
You mean you're not picking me? I'm hurt. On the run is Con Rock. Rock lets one go and puts it over. Great score.
Fantastic score off the hurley there. Brilliant skill.
3 between them. It's neck and neck. 3 points, absolutely nothing. One puck of a ball. Storming out of defence is Cloncar. That's a great run from Cloncar. Chasing him down is Brian Kavanagh. Cloncar drops it, regathers. He's got a free man, and that man is Ryan Rooney. Rooney will just pick his spot, I imagine. Although he's got another man inside on the left. If he can find him, he goes for himself. It was the wrong call. I know it's easy to say that from here.
3-on-2 situation there, the extra man, but look.
Can Owen Kenny turn defence into attack? Owen Kenny went for the pass. Brian Kavanagh can't keep it alive. Kenny's really frustrated, the young apprentice electrician. Back it goes to Fionn Rock. Fionn Rock goes long. Speaking of going long, Ronan Conway is a Crokes man, but he's gone long to Donegal where he now lives. Ronan tuned into us today. Ronan, I hope you're enjoying it. Here comes Sean O'Keefe. He's travelling a long way as well, and he's won the free. And there's a little bit of afters. A final is a final.
Bit of an edge to it, all right.
Yeah, there always is.
Sean O'Keefe did well there. Won the ball first time, took on his man. Won the free. Just need to keep their cool. Tools playing quite well. Lisdowney ahead by a goal.
Brilliantly worked by Conrock. O'Toole's turning it over, winning the possession. Great catch. I think that's Rock who has it. Lovely flick over the head of John Brennan. Rock still going now. He's got a man free outside. Surely a goal coming. It is. It's a wonderfully worked goal as well. It was made by Rock, and it was finished brilliantly.
Yeah, it's been excellent. Oh, long ball, keeper's out.
Will it bounce kindly for the keeper? Going after it there is Jordan. Jordan making a nuisance of himself. There's a chop, and it is. Is it a free in or a penalty? It's a free in. That goal for O'Toole's, by the way, coming from Dahi Glencar, who plays absolutely everywhere. You'd see him in the forward, you'd see him in the backs.
Oh, you
Jordan.
went for it. You went for it.
Good save by O'Neill. Granted, one you'd expect him to make. O'Neill goes long. It's 2-on-2 inside. Glencar just couldn't quite jump high enough. And that's half-time. This game absolutely flying by, and we're all square. Carkey, Boris of Tip in 2009, Portumna again in 2010, Killadangan of Tipperary in 2011, Mulla of Galway in 2012, Ballyboden St Enda's of Dublin in 2013, Kilmacud Crokes finally won the title in 2014. You were playing that year. Bursalee won it in 2015, Crokes again in 2016, then Baha of Galway, Crokes again in 2018, and in 2019, Portroe of Tipperary. We're almost ready to get back underway. Niall, I need to take a breath after listing all the winners there, but who do you fancy from here?
I look at the end of the first half, O'Toole's look quite dangerous. You know, they're in a position where they might sneak. Lisdowney will need to shut down the likes of Conrock. So, yeah, a good second half to look forward to, and we're underway.
The final 10 minutes, maybe. Extra time if required. The finals generally are 15 minutes aside, but they decided to reduce it to 10 because of the extraordinary heat that the players have had to play in today. It is a wise choice.
Absolutely.
Goalkeeper Liam Dunphy, is he going for that? He is, you know, and he's getting it as well. Wonderful.
That's his second shot of the day. 1 out of 2.
Well, if Lisdowney win this, one wonders, is it Kilkenny's weekend? Willie Kenny. Unfortunately, Michael Kenny is unavailable. Michael Kenny of Lisdowney did play for the Kilkenny footballers last week. Can they work a goal chance here? They're trying. Stepping this way and that, Cuchulainns moves it back. Slipping up is McAvoy, but McAvoy got the pass away. Hooley tries to win it. That's what he's called, Cuchulainns. That's his nickname. There's a real scramble here. You don't see too many rucks and sevens, but they do occur.
A couple of slips there. Again, I think O'Toole's did very well to stand up those Lisdowney forwards, and it's a throw ball.
If you want a preview of the All Ireland final, by the way, you can go to the Off the Ball social media channels where you'll find Niall Corcoran, who had a chat with me earlier on about it, and Christy Heffernan of Glenmore. 4 All Irelands with Kilkenny, 1 with Glenmore. What a haul of medals that is.
Fantastic.
And he said he used to mark Brian Cody in training, and Cody would give him absolutely nothing. That's a shot from a very tight angle. Rock gets nothing there, but it was worth the effort. He's capable of getting them, and he's got some good ones today. Not on that occasion, granted.
You can see in this game again, both teams are tightening up in the puck out. It's nearly 50-50 balls now at this stage.
Possession is so vital in sevens. It's so vital in any form of hurling. Here is Cuchulainns. Moves it backwards. They're trying to work a score. And they do. And you'll find that as the day moves on, you have to work the scores as opposed to early in the day when you can just get them from anywhere. I think that was Willie Kenny who popped it over.
Yeah, fantastic score there. Just nice and simple. Take Lisdowney in the lead again.
Willie Kenny, who's no relation of Owen Kenny. Willie wearing 9, Owen wearing 10. Is that a foul? The referee thinks so. Our referee, by the way, is Rory Hanley of St. Bridget's. He's done a good job today.
Absolutely. Absolutely great job. And a great run there by Aaron Cooling to win that free.
Cooling is so energetic. At the end of the semi-final, he was still sprinting up and down the park. I couldn't work out if he was a back or a forward. He seemed to be in 2 places at once. Luke Fenley will take this free. He's the free taker for the senior 15s for O'Toole's as well, and he's good at it, as you can see.
Now he's going off the pitch.
Needs a breather.
Absolutely. Oh, great take. Fantastic
take. Looks to me like he's hurly as hell there. Might need the advantage, Cathal Jordan.
Oh, what a score.
Great score. Air Jordan, so to speak.
Fantastic score there. Took it first time.
1 between them.
You can see both keepers looking to go long, looking to try and hit space. And
I was talking to someone from Lisdowney earlier on today. They tried to convince me that Avonmore is actually based in Lisdowney and not Ballyraggart. Liam Dunphy. Just about stays in play. Can a blue and white get there? He does brilliantly to get it back in field for the shot of Cathal Jordan. Jordan can't keep it on target.
The ball's back in play again so quickly.
Ryan Rooney, your fitness levels have to be immense for sevens, don't they? Here's
So
Cian
sharp.
Wilson.
Got the advantage.
Con Rock. As well as the sevens that's open to everyone who wants to come along. We also have an internal sevens here in Crokes, and I remember one year getting the ball and everyone else was marked and the opposition shouting, "It's okay, let him shoot." And I said, I have feelings, you know. I have a family.
Well,
Here's Luke Fennelly.
welcome to my world, Oisin.
Luke Fennelly. Can he get O'Toole's level? The answer is yes.
Brilliant. The ball's already out. It's gone over the sideline. Looked like an O'Toole's ball.
You have to be eagle-eyed here. The puckouts are taken so quickly. The keeper's just waiting. Like Liam Dunphy had the ball in hand before the slitter went over for the point there. O'Toole's try and recycle it. This is a mighty battle, trying to scoop it down the line as O'Keefe doesn't really make the contact he needs, and Brian Kavanagh steals it back. Brian Kavanagh, if this goes over, it's a mighty point, but it just drifts wide towards that shopping centre end. O'Neill. It's going to be intercepted by Jordan. Jordan is a free man, couldn't get it to him though. It might spill towards Willie Kenny now. Willie Kenny hasn't given up on that. That's great work from Willie Kenny. Willie Kenny takes it up. He's got it in hand. He's got Kavanagh with him. Kavanagh, the goal is missed. It does go over though.
Over the bar.
I wonder, was he going for it or was he happy enough to take his point there? Lisdowney in front. Every point counts here. Luke Fennelly. Keeper backing up, but it's not going to drop. It's going to go over, and an immediate equaliser.
Really simple score.
Well, what you want from the neutral point of view is an even final. We're certainly getting that. It's entertaining as well. Kavanagh setting up Talis. We know he's a goal getter. Talis somehow gets it in. The penalty has been awarded. He wanted advantage, but the referee had blown the whistle by the time he got his shot away. There wasn't much in it, but to be fair, Rory Hanley got that right.
Absolutely, yeah. The whistle being blown before the ball's in the back of the net. And again, well, like Lisdowney looking very sharp. Probably maybe looked like slightly the fitter team. And could pay dividends coming down the home stretch here. Big moment here for Lisdowney if they can get this goal.
Lining it up is Talis. He'll go for it, won't he?
I think he will have to, yes. Absolutely.
We're all square. There's 3 and a bit minutes to go. Talis. Great goal.
Fantastic
It wasn't
goal.
overly powerful, but he just bounced it and made it awkward for O'Neill.
Very hard to get to. Nice placement. And now O'Toole's looking for Conrock again.
Conrock turns. Has he got goal on his mind? He does. Oh, what a finish.
What a response.
This is an absolute belter. We're level again.
What a response. So simple, straight from the goalkeeper into Conrock, into the back of the net.
Brian Kavanagh tries to take it. He's muscled off it brilliantly by Fionn Rock. Kavanagh, though, does get it back. Talis is inside. He's calling for it. Doesn't get it. Great save.
What a save.
Might fall to Talis. Can't keep it in play.
What a save.
It's wide. Well, Aoife, who normally does the stats with me at games, I think if she was here today, her pen would have run out by now.
That's a fantastic game of hurling.
Keeper wants it. He's jogging into space. Referee stopping it again. Is he bringing it forward? Funnily enough, by giving them an advantage, he was nearly giving them a disadvantage because the keeper was running down here. He had all the time in the world, all the space in the world. But it's been brought forward, so I imagine.
Second score,
yeah, I imagine as a Kavanagh who'll strike it will land it from here. No, he goes short. They're going to work it. It's Willie Kenny. Kenny to put Lisdowney in front again, and he has done it.
Excellent score.
There will be more scores before this one is done. That's just the way it works. And there's a little bit of afters, as we say. It is a final.
Uh-oh. There's a mentor on the pitch.
Yep. He's being advised to step off.
A bit of controversy. Was that a sideline? Was that ball going out or not?
The referee firmly telling the mentor he has to get off. Are they saying it was a sideline, or it should have been a sideline? Or
yeah, I think they're arguing. Lisdowney are arguing the sideline, saying it should have been a sideline.
Well, the mentor is back on.
The mentor is back on. He should be. I know it is an All Ireland final. The emotions running high, but the referee needs to do his job.
Well, the referees, in fairness, they apply the rules as they always do.
Absolutely.
We've seen it before. Everyone thinks this is a friendly day, and it is, and it's a great social day. But when those players are out there, and when the managers are on the sideline, it is just like any other championship game.
100%. You know, you list to some famous clubs there in that Roll of Honour, and you know these two teams want to be added to that. So,
and if you look at those clubs when they won it, in or around the time they won it, they were successful. They were either winning titles or close to winning titles.
Yeah, they're in their prime, absolutely. Tom McIntyre's it all sorted out. Good man, Tom.
No better man. That's flicked over, and it's a point. And we're all level again. Probably a fair call. Now, because the crowd are where they are, I couldn't see whether it went out or not, but in the end, the free was awarded.
Yeah.
But Lisdowney try and hit back and take the lead, and they haven't. I think that was Willie Kenny who hit that one wide.
Yeah, great pace, just didn't finish, but
it's all square.
Extra time.
Oh, what did I tell you?
You wouldn't have it any other way, Oisín.
Tom McIntyre is on the move again. A great club's stalwart. I think they're arguing. Vinny Fitzpatrick of Lisdowney is having a word with the referee.
Decided on penalties.
It could go to penalties if it's still level at the end of extra time. And remember, they already shortened this because of the heat today. It's normally 15 minutes aside for the final. This has been played at 10 minutes aside, which we assumed would be enough. It hasn't been. Two teams absolutely going at it. And if you're not part of this competition and you're watching on and you want to be here next year, then it's very much a worthy endeavour. Niall, you've played in it several times. What does it do for a team?
Well, look, fantastic. A couple of times that we played and we went on to win county titles for example in 2014. It just gives you that confidence. Great preparation too for a championship. Get a chance to try out players. We use it, you know, for players who were returning from injury, got some good game time, got to sharpen up. But it's fantastic preparation. But the confidence it gives you, you know, winning an All Ireland title, going into a club championship, you know, it's something that certainly stood to us.
Well, you won it in 2014 and went on to win the county title that year.
Absolutely, absolutely. And again, that started from the sevens. That started from our campaign, the sevens, and that success followed through all the way. And I was able to end the year certainly with a couple of scores to my name, Oisín, thanks to the sevens. That would never normally happen.
Well, for hurling teams, it's too late for 2022, but you might think about it for 2023. Obviously, it's moved back a bit and things have been thrown up in the air structure-wise, but it's still a great competition. And when it all settles down, because people are still getting used to the new structure, it is worth thinking about. If you are in charge of a ladies football team, a camogie team or a football team, then it's not too late. I think you can still enter, and you can inquire via the social media channels. You can get me on @Oisín Lang and I'll pass on your detail if you want to find out more, and you can get Niall on Twitter as well. Right, we're underway. 2 periods of 5 minutes. Lisdowney looking for the first score of the first period of extra time through Fitzpatrick.
Wide ball.
Hits it wide, unfortunately for him. His manager told me he's a male model. I'm still not sure if he was serious or not. There was a man in Derry who used to write hilarious pen picks for players, like gave them all sorts of jobs. I do wonder if... But he is an ambi-turner though. He's been twisting left and right in this game, Vinny Fitzpatrick. He's played well, as they all have.
Yeah. And that's the thing about the sevens, because you're on the pitch, because its numbers just so small. Like, you have to be on your game, and if not, you can be exposed. But everyone here has had a fantastic game today, and it's been really enjoyable.
Luke Fennelly has been front and centre. Can he put his team on top? Fennelly sticks it over. O'Toole's by 1.
And that quick puck out again.
Eoghan Kenny in behind, really. Oh, it's left behind. It was a very good pass, but a little too hot for Vinny Fitzpatrick to handle. Aaron Cooling. It's at that stage where little things can make a difference. The fact that O'Toole's haven't had to travel as far, that might actually make a difference in this extra time period. The Lisdowney lads, I think they're staying up for the final. They were supposed to go off on a training weekend, but then this popped up and they said, you know what, we'll use this instead. Sent forward by Richie McAvoy. It's 1-on-1 inside. It's really strongly defended by Fionn Rock.
Oh, yeah. Great defending there.
Rock emulating the Rock there. Here's Eoghan Kenny. Wide.
Kind of rushed that shot. He probably had more time than he thought he had. He could have took it closer to goal, but
that's a good take and turn. It is Conrock.
Fantastic score again. So simple. Quick puck out down the line. And Lisdowney trying to do the same thing here now.
Eoghan Kenny.
Great block by the O'Toole's defender there. Something we've been working on, trying to block that flight of the ball.
That's a good line ball by Eoghan Kenny, trying to pick out Brian Kavanagh. Again, more excellent defending by Aaron Cooling. He's wiry, but he's so strong. Oh. He's overcarried it though, and it's a free in. And that's a gimme score for O'Toole's, who've reintroduced Slú Cuchulainn, a centre forward by trade. Brian Kavanagh, surely he'll tap this one over, or will he go for it? No real need to go for it. He doesn't have to, and he doesn't. He just takes his point.
There's time left.
Rock. Turns. Is he tripped there by Jordan? No, he's not, but he bounces back up. Rock.
What a score.
He drifted that one over beautifully. Great score. What a catch that was from Cathal Jordan. Jordan has a man free. That man is Kavanagh. Kavanagh, go!
Oh, great finish.
Lisdowney swing it back their way. They're in front by 2. Fionn Rock intercepted. A couple of things going Lisdowney's way. Lovely bit of skill by Willie Kenny. Everyone's covered, so I think he'll have to go for the shot. What a block that was. Once again, it's Aaron Cooling. There is a player of the tournament competition. He has to be amongst the contenders.
Absolutely. He's been a fantastic semi-final and having another great final.
If he gets the score, it's one of the best plays I've ever seen. Blocked down the shot, got the ball, ran down the park, got the score. What a play from Cooling.
Brilliant score. An extra time of all parts of the game. Fantastic.
That's like something you'd see in basketball, a player blocking the shot then going down the court, but you have a considerably shorter distance to travel in basketball, and you're not being ran at by someone with a stick. Still a very tough sport, I might add.
And here come O'Toole's again.
Sean O'Keefe. O'Keefe has time and space. A forward by trade, so doesn't mind taking on shots. Doesn't mind passing either. That's a brave save, but the keeper, Luke Fennelly, went for it, but he didn't get it.
Could be an important save.
Liam Dunphy came out and smothered that. You can see in moments like that he is a natural keeper. He might have more work to do here. Sean O'Keefe drops it, gets the pass away. Luke Fennelly, and there was a chop down. It's a free in.
Again, this to level the match. So both teams using the bench very well. Nobody interchanging their players. Nobody going down with cramp. So they want to keep the fresh players on for as long as they can and try and keep that momentum up.
Fennelly taps it over. And that's half time and extra time. And again, there is very, very little, nothing in fact, to separate these two. We might be eating into up for the match's time at this stage. They'll have to pause the broadcast.
Yeah, fantastic final here. Two really good teams. Great skill, great entertainment for anybody here. Everybody enjoying the match. Some fantastic goals, some great scores taken. So more of the same, please.
What do you say in these kind of stoppages as a coach or a manager?
It's very hard to know what to say. The game takes on life of its own. Again, I suppose you're looking to minimise the mistakes now. Minimise the mistakes, keep it simple, and take the scores when they come. And again, fatigue has to set in, so we're bound to see a few stray balls. But again, it's about keeping that possession and chipping off those scores once you get the ball maybe to the halfway. It'll be interesting to see now if either of those teams really bring in the keepers. Keepers can play a vital part in this in terms of creating an overlap or even coming up the field themselves and getting that score. So,
well, ultimately this is a club fundraiser, and when you have a club the size of Kilmacud Crokes, some people think that's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing because it means everyone is included. Like I wouldn't get a game of hurling anywhere else, I'd say, but when you have the amount of teams that we do, everyone can get a game, and that's great for participation. Obviously there are so many kids that need to be looked after. There's, when you have a club this size, there are massive logistics, so that takes an awful lot of effort. It takes an awful lot of volunteers, and a big thank you to all the volunteers for all their work, not just today but throughout the year. No club in any code, in any sport, could run without it, but today they have done a stellar job, the volunteers. Now looking to do a stellar job are Lisdowney. Sneaking inside is Cathal Jordan. Jordan does get it. He's been forced wide. A brave block once again by guess who? Aaron Cooling.
Fantastic. Track back the run. Got that block in. Oh.
And it's an O'Toole's ball, I think.
I think the ball was kicked away.
Well, there's been one or two sideline balls that have been contested. That's actually a free though.
It's a free, yeah.
I have to say that was a free at the end of normal time. I'm not sure why it was given. It happened just in an area we couldn't quite see. Taking this one now is Talis. Will he go for it? No, he won't. He just taps it over. I've said that every time anyone has got a free in or around the 20-metre line or equivalent. At some point, someone's going to go for one. Allowing that to beat him is Richie McAvoy. Tries to sweep it up, but he's under real pressure. Kicks it away. Collected by Brian Kavanagh. Kavanagh. Good pass. The goalkeeper comes up on the overlap, just like you said they should. Here is Liam Dunphy. Can't keep it on target though.
Just wide, and again O'Toole's looking for the quick poke out, and they're off. They've released their full back.
I think the neutrals want penalties here. I'm not sure Dahi Concar does. He's missed it. As it stands, we are going to penalties at the end of this 5 minutes, but there is a long way to go yet. Clipping it is Brian Kavanagh.
Great
and
goal.
That's a huge, huge point. Can he keep it in play? He can, but it's really dangerous. Richie McAvoy tries to stop it. On top of him is Con Rock. And it is a Lisdowney ball. A big thank you to Performa Sports, who have given us the platform to broadcast this game today. You'll be able to check out the highlights via their social media channels, the website kilmacudcrokes7s.tv, and of course Kilmacud Crokes social media channels. Crokes went out at the semi-final stage. Cathal Jordan hangs it up in the air. Brave goalkeeping again, but he's left it behind. He got lucky there, O'Neill. Tries to pick out Fionn Rock. Too much on it. It will be intercepted by a blue and white jersey. The jersey of Vinnie Fitzpatrick. Good scooped hand pass to John Brennan. Brennan getting away from Fionn Rock. Lisdowney trying to set up a point.
Wide ball.
And it's wide. They're arguing, they think it was over. O'Neill goes long. Great catch. Can he get his shot away? It is Luke Fennelly. If anyone can, he can. Good save by the goalkeeper. Got caught in two minds perhaps there.
I think so.
Dunphy tries to pick out Owen Kenny. Kenny takes it, goes for it himself. It's going to drop inside actually. And it bounces wide. In fairness to O'Neill, he held off the forward there because he knew it was off target, but he also knew that he couldn't let Cathal Jordan get anything on it.
Great piece of play there.
Is this going over the crossbar?
Oh.
Yes, it is.
The leveler.
We're all square. This is like two heavyweights just trading blow for blow at the moment, isn't it? You can see the players, they're giving it everything, but they can barely move, some of them.
Yeah, there's some very tired bodies out there, understandably. But again, still providing us with some brilliant entertainment.
It's a good line ball. Fionn Rock. It was lost by Rock. Vinnie Fitzpatrick looking to set up Owen Kenny. Kenny has a man free inside. Instead, he'll tap over the point.
Yeah.
The man free was Willie Kenny, but Willie Kenny was covered, to be fair to Owen Kenny. Again, no relation. Might break here for Con Rock. Does break for Rock. Does he go for the point or go for goal? Rock. Still going. Rock. What skill this is. He's dispossessed. It falls to Fennelly. Great block. Getting his body and stick in the way was Vinnie Fitzpatrick.
Oh.
And then there's a foul off the ball on John Brennan. It's a free to Lisdowney. They're actually frustrated because Willie Kenny had a free run into the middle and a free shot if he wanted to take it on.
Absolutely.
Being spoken to here is Luke Fennelly.
Oh.
It's a straight red card.
Straight red.
O'Toole's down to 6. And with 45 seconds remaining, that could be the difference. Fennelly is frustrated. He'll play no further part. Lisdowney. Well, yeah, massive. Massive. Well, no matter who came through this, you would say they deserved it. It's been that close. It might still come down to the last puck. Liam Dunphy giving this one everything. Does it have the legs to run all the way over? No, it does not. O'Toole's, if they can work a shot, get the equaliser and somehow stop Lisdowney from scoring, they'll bring this to penalties. We're almost in injury time. That's poor use of the possession. It's a tired use of the possession.
It is very tired, and O'Toole's now need to be so careful.
Ryan Rooney, the 19-year-old, a slip, gives O'Toole the possessions.
And you see the goalkeeper there.
Goalkeeper's up, it's O'Neill for the equaliser. O'Neill, over it goes. We're going to penalties.
That's it.
That has to be it. There wasn't too many stoppages in normal time. Do we have one last chance? Racing after it is Cathal Jordan. It's a free in. One last chance to end this in play. Otherwise, we're going to penalties.
That's a fantastic move by O'Toole to get that equaliser. Again, great use. Down to 6 men with the use of the goalkeeper again, just to get that equaliser. So, but again, this free could be the one to claim it for Lisdowney.
Cathal Jordan from a very tight angle. If he nails this, you would think that's it. There wasn't too many stoppages. O'Toole's will consider themselves unfortunate. Jordan wins it for Lisdowney.
Yeah.
Lisdowney for the first time are the Beacon Hospital All Ireland Sevens Hurling Series champions.
Fantastic game, Oisin, and as you said, it could have gone anyway. Two really good teams, and just Lisdowney just do the job at the end.
It was so unfortunate for O'Toole's. They went down to 6 players. They got the equaliser somehow, and you thought, okay, that's it, just stop them scoring. But they couldn't, and that's credit to Lisdowney.
Absolutely, yeah. Good Lisdowney quality all over the field, as did O'Toole's. And again, just, I suppose, got that crucial score at the end, and, you know, well deserving of the win. But again, a fantastic game of hurling, and I suppose a great way to end the tournament.
You can see it out on the pitch, the players congratulating each other and the opposition players on each side congratulating their opponent. Yeah. That's really good to see as well. It did heat up, it did boil over, but that's championship hurling. That's an All-Ireland final. But it's good to see the players all shaking hands now, and I'm sure they'll go into the bar and socialise afterwards. So much of the Sevens is about socialising and coming together and grabbing a coffee and sitting outside and having an ice cream, as we saw today. But congratulations to Lisdowney. This is a big deal. You've won this twice, I think, so you know what it's like.
Yeah, look, this is fantastic, and no doubt they'll have a fantastic night, fantastic preparation for their own championship. But again, it's an All-Ireland medal. You know, they're hard to come by, so to win this is a huge deal. And again, credit to both teams. And as you said earlier on, this is a very prestigious tournament. It's great to have it back. And again, looking at next year, you're hoping that it grows and grows and grows. And again, a great display of hurling and a great way to start the weekend. You
just got to look at the Shield results there. If you want to find out the results or look back on anything from today or even watch some of the games, you can do so via the Kilmacud Crokes sevens.tv website, or you can find links via the Kilmacud Crokes social media channels and the Performer Sports social media channels. You can see the presentation area is being made ready. Eoghan, who's done a stellar job on the mic all day. That man has probably the most stressful job on All-Ireland final weekend, trying to keep things running. And that's saying a lot on All-Ireland final weekend. And I don't just mean Sevens weekend, I mean All-Ireland final weekend.
But again, you said it earlier on, but just I suppose the work that goes into this to make this happen, the volunteers, and you know, credit must go to Mark Lohan and Vinnie Peters and his.
And that's Vinnie in shot there beside Eoghan. Well, it was until we switched to Lisdowney, the winners.
Absolutely, and you know, and his crew of people who've put this together, and delighted again to have the Beacon Hospital on board as the sponsor. So a great advertisement for hurling, and 1 week down, 3 to go.
Yes, you can enter the football and camogie and ladies football still. I think just go to the social media channels and you can find out more. You can get me on @Oisín Langan if you want to get guided as to who you want to talk to. It's a great moment for Lisdowney, and a bit like O'Toole's, they've got a young squad and they were missing players as well, so this is a big boost for them as they go on to contest in the Kilkenny Senior Hurling Championship. But the thing about Kilkenny is it is so competitive. It's so hard to pick a winner. Like, you could win it one year and then be relegated the next year. It really is that competitive.
Yeah, look, no doubt, great preparation, and we'll be keeping a keen eye on Lisdowney in that Kilkenny Championship to see how they do. And no doubt they'll enjoy tonight, and probably head to Croke Park tomorrow to watch their county in the All-Ireland. Yeah,
they're making a weekend of it. As I was saying earlier on, they were planning maybe a training weekend, but they said, you know what, we'll go to the Sevens instead. And it's a big
dinner. When they heard the final was at 7:15, they had to put back dinner, I think. So
okay, I hope they kept some for me as well. I still have my ticket, I still have my voucher. So a massive day of hurling. Not only have we had the cup competition, we've also had the Shield, we've also had under 12 and under 14 games, teams competing from all around the country. And again, if you want to be part of the Sevens hurling next year, then just keep an eye on the website, and by all means.
Yeah, with a great final, with actually great under 14 finals we had Tinray and De La Salle at the end, so some great displays of hurling. So,
well, we'll stay with you for the presentation. We've been here all day. What's another 10-15 minutes?
It's nice and cool up here, Oisín, anyway. So
it really is, yeah.
We'll enjoy the view.
The sun is disappearing. I just went around the corner to what I call the House of Pain, the paddock as we call it here in Kilmacud Crokes. I said, I don't think I could face a run in this place tonight after a day of, and I was only standing around, but it still takes the energy out of you when you're following this amount of games and commentating on this amount of games.
You in the paddock before we turned AstroTurf pitch, it was definitely the House of Pain back then when it was at Mucky Field.
Yeah. We're about to have the presentation. There's the young O'Toole goalkeeper, O'Toole's goalkeeper. He was absolutely fantastic. Daniel O'Neill, first year as a senior, he's only 19.
Fantastic,
Say a few words.
Vinny, the chairman of the Sevens committee.
I won't be long, I promise.
So just before we start, just thank the Beacon Hospital for all of this. As you can see here, the Beacon Hospital put so much work into this, a fantastic supporter of our club, and it makes a huge difference today. And I'd like to give the Beacon Hospital a massive round of applause for all the support they've given us today. An event like this doesn't happen this week. This is planning for an event like this takes months, and there's a few subcommittees within Crokes that spend night and day preparing an event like this, so they know who they all are. And I'd just like to give them a round of applause for all the work they've been doing preparing for.
A round of applause for all the volunteers. To put this together takes massive work. They've done a fantastic job. They always do, and they will do over the next 3 weekends as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Huge club effort to make this happen, and doesn't happen by accident.
Certainly doesn't. Back to Vinny.
So lucky to have that, and it's great to define today, to showcase that hurling can be a little type game like that. And we like it, and we like it, that we could end today with such a fantastic performance like that. I like everybody here to all the players, and those teams today, it's a fantastic performance. That's it for me now, so I'm going to hand over to Eoghan.
So we lead off with the medal speech for the losing team from O'Toole's in Dublin. So the captain here is going to put the names here.
So the losing team getting their medals now. It's a bit like the Ryder Cup or the Lions Tour. You deeply care about it while it's on, but as soon as it's over, you kind of don't care. You don't mind whether you win or lose. But I'm sure they would have preferred to win. It'll be celebrated by the Lisdowney lads. And they'll hope they'll have more to celebrate tomorrow night. Kilkenny involved with Limerick in the All Ireland final tomorrow. Can't wait for it in Croke Park.
And yourself.
Look at the effort he put in. He can barely move, Conor Kavanagh. He put in some shift.
And the tools can feel bright for the future. Some really good young talent there.
Kevin's going to call out the names for sir. If you would like to come up for your medals.
Liam Dunphy, what a game he had. What a tournament he had.
Brilliant. A few scores to his name as well.
It's a perfect record for Lisdowney in the sevens. This is their first year. 1 from 1.
1 from 1.
Well done, Lisdowney. We're about to see the trophy lift.
That's a special medal. Okay. So we asked Vivian to present the trophy out the front here to Kevin and the team from Lisdowney.
This, by the way, is a second time that Kilkenny have won at the sevens. Lisdowney become the second Kilkenny team to win the Kilmacud sevens. That's one of the names it's been known as down the years. It is now, of course, the Beacon Hospital All Ireland Sevens Hurling Series. Next week we'll have the football series. We'll also have the Camogie Ladies Football Series to come as well. Young Ireland's, by the way, were the only previous winner from Kilkenny, and that was back in 1995. Trying to think who won the All Ireland that year.
95.
Limerick, Offaly were 94. Clare. How could I forget Clare?
Dale was famous.
Yeah, that's right. Clare 95 and 97. Dalo, Anthony Daly, and Ollie Baker, two men who were part of that team, previous managers here.
Absolutely.
Both won county titles as well. No, Dalo, actually, he was unlucky not to. Sorry, but he, yeah.
chairman, everyone. Appreciate the day and appreciate the effort from Kilmacud. Thanks, Manor.
There we go. Lisdowney are the champions. Niall Corkin, thank you very much for joining us. The very best of luck to you with the Kilmacud Crokes Senior Bs this year. I know you're involved with the management of the Senior A's as well, so you've got a busy time coming up, and well done on everything with Wexford this year. I was speaking to Dara after the Clare game, and I just thought, God, you were really unlucky in that game, and you had a great year with Wexford, so well done on all that. That's almost it from Glenalbun, Park Sean de Burka, the newly developed Park Sean de Burka. The pitch absolutely immaculate. It played wonderfully today, thanks to all the volunteers. Thanks to you for watching. Well done to Lisdowney. Hard luck to O'Toole's. Well done to Cuchulainns of Armagh earlier on, who won the Shield. Hard luck to Eoghan Ruadh of Tyrone, who put in a mighty effort but fell just a little bit short against a quality outfit, a bit like O'Toole's in the cup final here. From myself, Oisín Langan, and all the crew from Kilmacud Crokes and Performer Sports, that's it. Thanks for watching. Remember, you can check out the details if you want to watch any of this back through the social media channels and the website of either Kilmacud Crokes or Performer Sports. And we'll talk to you for the football next weekend, and then after that, obviously, the ladies' football and the camogie. From a nice, warm and sunny South Dublin, it's time to say goodbye. Enjoy the All Ireland final tomorrow, and we'll talk to you next week.